Exactly where are the fall colors in Yosemite Valley right now? What's popping today and what colors are still developing? Stay tuned for all that info and more. Hi, friends. We are heading into the end of October, and everyone has been asking, what is Yosemite looking like right now? Are the fall colors here? Well, I visit this park every month of the year, so we're going to explore the valley, and if there are any fall colors heading into the last week of October, come join me. As we get started today, it's important to mention that currently the park is open during the government shutdown, but some services can be affected. First, there's no one at the entrance gates to collect fees or answer questions. While many restrooms are open and accessible, and the Valley shuttles are also running, things can change at a moment's notice, so it's important to plan ahead if you're visiting. Pack out everything you pack in, remember all the leave no trace principles, and plan to be self-sufficient inside of the park. I'm currently visiting the park less than I often would this time of year because I want to minimize my impact, and I've personally noticed that the park's crowds actually feel busier than typically what I would see this time of year, even on weekdays. Now, this trip I entered the park from Mariposa and El Portal, where the fall colors outside of the park are just starting to yellow a bit. The park's Arch Rock entrance, which is always a beautiful introduction to Yosemite, traces along El Portal Road and the Merced River. This area is still in the early stages of fall, but you will see the first of the autumn colors as you drive. And as the road splits into South Side Drive, you'll want to plan a stop at the Pono Bridge. When the colors at the bridge are peaking, they are some of my absolute favorite. Now, the fall colors haven't really developed at the bridge yet this year, but head down the path along the Valley Loop, and within minutes, you'll be walking through absolutely gorgeous fall colors. The path is lined with maple and dogwood trees. It's already making for a perfect fall stroll, and the colors will only continue to become more vibrant in the upcoming week or two. As you walk this trail, make a quick detour up to Fern Spring. A few leaves are already starting to fall here, but most of the trees are still lime or buttery yellow, and every day the colors here will get brighter and more impressive. And continuing on the Valley Loop Trail, you reach a favorite photo stop of photographers, looking up at El Cap directly over the Merced River, and the dogwood here is already showcasing hints of red, with more sure to develop soon. Driving along Southside Drive here is still fairly green, but the first sight of Bridal Veil Fall coming into view is always majestic to see. As you turn on to Wawona Road, a few of the trees are turning from green to yellow, with more sure to follow suit soon. And Tunnel View is always a popular spot. Even midweek the crowds were here, but these views are so wonderful, who can blame them? There's always room for everyone to enjoy the scenery here. Now, driving back down to Bridal Veil Fall Trailhead, the parking area and the parking lot was completely full with a backup at 1 p.m., which was a bit surprising at the end of October on a weekday that wasn't a holiday. And down by Three Brothers and El Cap View at the edge of the Merced, the colors are just barely starting to change, but even with the mostly green colors here, the still water and mirror-like reflections are some of my favorite. This next section of Southside Drive is always stunning with the rich fall colors, and while the golden hues are just starting to arrive here, it's already looking spectacular. Continuing on, the green grass of summer has faded away, and as you walk along the Sentinel Meadow boardwalk, the trees are just starting to turn from deep green to lime. Now, as you head past the Yosemite Valley Chapel, a few trees are popping with yellows, and as you cross Sentinel Bridge, you can see that the trees framing Half Dome haven't quite turned yet, but it could happen any day, and the same can be said for the views looking out on the other side of the bridge too. Heading to the lower Yosemite Falls trailhead, this waterfall still has a really nice flow for the end of October, and lots of people are enjoying the short walk to this waterfall. The colors around the historic Yosemite Creek Bridge haven't turned quite yet, and just across the road from the lower Yosemite Falls shuttle stop is the famous Cook's Meadow elm tree. It's one of the last remaining elms planted by James Mason Hutchings in the mid-1800s. Most elms and other non-native tree species have been removed from the area, but this icon remains, and the historic tree is just now starting to show its fall colors, and it's a favorite subject of photographers, lining up perfectly with Half Dome. Yosemite Valley Lodge is starting to show hints of fall, and you can check out my full fall post for more on this property. El Cap Meadow isn't fully seeing the autumn hues yet, but I did see a helicopter and Yosemite SARS team making their way up the wall to what appeared to be the El Cap Spire area along Freerider. It's a reminder that this monolith is not to be underestimated. Now, driving along Northside Drive here, the colors haven't really arrived yet, but as you head out of the valley up Big Oak Flat Road, the dogwood are shifting and there's already some rich red patches. And for more fall spots outside of the valley, check out my Wawona Meadow Loop fall post. Now, if you drive on Tioga Road, there are more wonderful colors as you approach Quaking Aspen Falls. While the waterfall is almost bare, the colors are still here. And there are also patches of snow along the roadside as you drive. A reminder that Tioga Road could be closing for the season anytime once we receive our first big snow of the season. Now, while you won't see any fall colors at Olmsted Point, it's always worth a stop on any trip, as is the water's edge looking out over Tenaya Lake. And the green grass that covers the Tuolumne Meadows has faded, but Lambert Doan is glowing in the late afternoon light. Now, heading out of the park, Tioga Lake looks like it's actually skipped fall and arrived at the beginning of winter, with lots of snow circling the lake and the snow-capped hilltops here. If you continue on Highway 120 towards Lee Vining and the 395, many aspen patches are peaking, and you can see my posts from the last 3 weeks for more of the best Highway 395 fall foliage spots. Thank you so much for joining me to explore the colors currently in Yosemite. For more information, make sure to check out my full blog post at flyingdawnmarie.com, where I do have my entire Yosemite travel guides and itineraries. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. Till next time, I hope you find adventure and encouragement wherever you go. Bye.